Come on, Arval, seriously? You can't drag me off to sleep like this when the battle's about to start.
Sorry, but we need to talk. Do you remember the warning I once gave you? Well, I've been struck by a similar premonition now. Something feels wrong. Very wrong.
Last time this happened, the Ashen Demon showed up and nearly sent me to an early grave. You think the same thing's gonna happen today?
Hard to say for sure. But the feeling's worse this time around. Stronger. So if I had to guess, I'd say they're on the cusp of something terrible. An act far more dangerous than we previously imagined.
Well, whatever's happening, I'm just gonna have to stop it.
So long as you don't put yourself in any unnecessary danger, yes. Remember, your death would cut both of our destinies far too short.
Begin the operation. Begin the operation. Attack! Do not let a single one in! Begin the operation. Give them... Let a single one in!
Commander's just ahead. Let's rush them!
You won't lay a finger on my brother!
I think this will go well. All in...
Is that Randolph's little sister? What is she doing here?
So they slipped free. Come toil. We go for the jugular.
You got my back?
Let's finish this!
We'll do it together!
I've got you now!
Randolph, I'm so sorry. Please stay safe.
Ambushes are a textbook mercenary tactic. All will be lost if our base falls. Send reinforcements! Closing this gate might buy us some time.
Please! No! If only I had done more to stop her from fighting!
Now, close the gate!
Bring me someone worth my time.
Begin the operation. I have your...
So easy.
Let's finish
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
this.
We'll do it together. I've got you now. I'll handle this. Not a problem. I've got this.
Let's begin.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about...
Let's begin. It's time.
Is this the end for me?
You're mine! You'll never win! Thank you, my friend.
We will not let them inside our base.
Take a breather. You got my back?
Let's finish this!
Help me out.
We'll do it together. I got you now.
Send word to the demon. Our ambush is a failure.
So Alois has found her. I'll be right there.
Alois has fled too?
Do you... Me.
Then it falls to me. The commander is joining the battle. Everyone, on me. Our moment for victory has come.
Randolph's joined the fight? I'd better fall back and help him out.
You know what must be done. If you want to protect your friends, you have to put an end to the demon.
The Ashen Demon's coming. We must finish off Randolph before that monster arrives.
Here I go.
I'm going.
Take a breather.
I'll take you all on.
No regrets!
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
Wow, you really are powerful. I could never hope to compare you.
I'm going to avenge you. Flesh, forgive me.
leave to take care of one backup squad and come back to this? What a mess.
Randolph is defeated, and you are the only ones who remain. The question now is, will you and your mercenaries yield?
I see no other choice.
Well fought, everyone. We emerge victorious.
What can I say? You got us. You rolled right over us and took out our employer. I know when it's time to raise the white flag.
Wait, that's it? You're giving up?
We've faced you in battle many times, only to be bested at every turn.
Yeah, you've pretty much run us out of business by now. It's not easy finding new clients in the best of times. And no matter how good our reputation is, none of it matters if we can't actually win. At this rate, I'll have to stop calling myself the Blade Breaker.
In that case, what would you say to a new employer? The Holy Kingdom of Fargus. We've crossed swords many times and suffered great losses on both sides. We surely bear some bad blood between us. But part of me wonders if we cannot put that gruesome history behind us. Assuming, of course, it was coin, not conviction, that brought you to the Empire's side.
Don't worry, words like conviction aren't even in a merc's vocabulary. But if we do join up with you, I can't imagine there will be much avoiding the Knights of Seros. The problem is, me and the Archbishop have a bit of a past together. I'd prefer to keep my distance if I can.
Well, I'll remember that. The Church has stationed themselves in the town of Camulus, within Blathed territory. We'll be sure to keep you away from there. And I promise to warn you should Lady Rhea ever visit our encampment. Ah, and I'll place you in a separate unit, should we ever fight alongside the knights themselves. Are those conditions agreeable? We could use your strength among our ranks, if you're willing to join.
Yeah, you should join us. I mean, by now we all know firsthand how strong you are. And sure, there might be some folks here and there who have reservations about you fighting on our side. But they'll definitely come around once they see how dependable you are.
What do you say? I doubt the Empire will have any jobs for us after all of this. No better time for a fresh start.
I agree. And you, Alois? It might be strange being back on the same side as your old knight friends.
I've already made my decision. I have sworn to follow this fine captain wherever he goes. Besides, I'm sure my allies will welcome me back with... well, not with open arms. They'll welcome me back with crossed arms.
Well, guess that's that. Just tell us when we start. I'll go talk to the group and smooth things over. You two, stay here with the client.
Got it. Thanks.
Understood, Captain.
We have a good bit of smoothing over to do on our end as well. Let's get to it.
You have to be strong if you want to protect people.
I hope I can be more useful now.
I want to do my part.
I'm not stopping now.
I won't let myself stop here.
I'm getting better.
It feels strange standing here with the Bladebreaker and the Ashen Demon after all we've been through.
We have fought so many times. I never expected we would end up on the same side.
Those two give us quite the struggle. All the better that they're on our side now. I've got my own grievances, but the end result is a positive one.
And whatever we may feel, this is His Majesty's choice.
Not everyone will be too happy about it, but let's all just try and get along, okay?
It'll be an honor teaming up with you. Oh, and don't let me forget to introduce you to everyone later.
I think we should start with a nice sparring session. That's the Blue Lion's way, isn't it?
Indeed it is. I recall the same thing happening the last time we invited a mercenary into our ranks.
We're happy to be here, and try to fit in, kid.
We know all too well what you're capable of. I'm glad such might will now be fighting for our cause, rather than against it.
I'll start researching how best to incorporate Geralt and his mercenaries into our formations. From here, we plan to join up with the Alliance and the Church, then march on Garreg Mach as one unified force. I'll do what I must to ensure Lady Rhea doesn't come into contact with our new friends here.
I appreciate it.
And what of our other mercenary friend? You've been awfully quiet. Where did they go?
Sorry about all this, Arval. I know you've only been giving me your powers because you want me to beat the Ashen Demon.
Don't worry about it. It's for the best, right? For all my doomsaying, everything seems to be right as rain. Recruiting Geralt's mercenaries and the Ashen Demon was the right choice.
I hope you're right.
What's wrong? Feeling lost now that you don't have an enemy to chase around the countryside?
I'm not lost. I know exactly what I've got to do. Win this war. I'm gonna help Dimitri and my friends make a new Fodlan where everyone can live in peace. Well, any snarky follow-up for that?
It's hardly the first time you've mentioned it. I suppose it's a fine goal, yes. If that's what you want, then I'll just have to help you achieve it. After all, I'm your partner in destiny. I'm here for you and you alone.
I pray for your safety in the coming battle, Your Majesty. And you can rest easy. We will cover the Western Front in your absence.
I don't know what I've done to deserve such reliable knights in my service, but I thank you all the same. The monastery will be ours. I swear it. Now then, let us all live to see the sun rise on Fargus another day.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Guess this is it. The final push.
Indeed. And with Leicester and the Church involved, this will undoubtedly be our largest battle since this very war began. By now, We're well acquainted with what Adrestia is capable of. Yet, it's difficult to predict what we'll be up against. All we can do now is take up arms to fight, survive, and ultimately carve our way to victory.
Every one of our battles so far has been important, yes. But this one seems almost overwhelmingly so, especially considering how far we have come to get here.
But at the same time, it all feels like it's happened so quick. I mean, I can remember the Empire declaring war on the Church as if it were yesterday.
If you don't mind me asking, Your Majesty, say we do get the monastery back. What happens then?
We push forward to Enbar, of course. After that, I can't say. But there's no sense speaking of such matters now. We must focus on the task at hand.
We are ever by your side, Your Majesty, no matter what comes next. All of us have chosen this path, and we will stand by it.
What's wrong, Mercy? Are you nervous?
Oh, no. I was just thinking about something. Do you remember that Death Knight who was fighting with the Empire? I wonder where he is now.
Huh. Good question. He used to show up all the time, but it's been a while since he's made an appearance. I guess we better be ready for him to come charging out at any moment, just to be safe.
Yes, I think you're right. He was quite the warrior.
Come on, everyone. We've got to get to ALL before the enemy catches on to us.
Azure Gleam. Clash of Torment. The Kingdom, Alliance, and Church of Seiros join hands, laying bare their true aim, forcing the Empire to split their army between the Eastern and Western fronts. Their united armies gather their elite soldiers in the Valley of Torment and begin the march to reclaim Garreg Mach. However, the Empire will not sit idly by and let them take it.
Nice of you to swing by, Dimitri. Looks like we're all here then.
Apologies for the wait. How go the preparations?
All set. We're ready to ring in the new year with the greatest victory Fodlan has ever seen.
Every last soldier we could find is in formation and raring to go.
You'll see for yourself soon enough, and I think you're gonna like how it's looking. Are you planning on heading south right away?
That was my intention, yes. Why? Does something trouble you?
A bit, yeah. We got a report just over a month ago that Count Bergley's had withdrawn from the Eastern Front. Which happens to line up exactly with when we pulled our own forces back. It's all a little too convenient, if you ask me. What I'm not sure of is whether he puzzled out our plan with Garreg Mach, or if he fell back to fortify Enbar instead. I guess the real question is how crafty the people calling the shots for the Imperials are.
They left quite the impression on us.
He's right. We had our hands full and more over in the west. Every time we claimed a territory, we'd look for spots to set up camp, only to find the army had razed all the towns and fields to the ground as they retreated.
If they're going that far, there's a good chance they've caught on to our plan. Though I doubt they're expecting all their enemies to come marching through the Valley of Torment hand in hand.
Couldn't we have picked an easier way, though? I'm practically swimming in sweat in this heat. Let's just hope we're almost out.
I see you have scarcely changed from your days at the Academy, Hilda.
Sedith and Lady Rhea, are you joining the cause as well?
I refuse to spectate from afar while the fate of Fodlan hangs in the balance.
Well, sure. But if something were to happen to you, it would be the end of the whole church.
I am capable of taking care of myself. And I want nothing more than to aid you in this battle.
We know every inch this valley has to offer. Allow us to guide you.
If we can traverse it unnoticed, we should arrive at Garreg without incident. The valley's terrain, however, is well suited for ambushes and other such craven tactics.
Yes. We must exercise the utmost caution as we proceed. Our movements should be not only swift, but sensible.
And in the off chance we do face hostilities, we'll surely require help from the Knights of Seros.
If need be, I will lead them myself. Now come. Let us restore our rightful claim to Garreg and put an end to this monstrous tyranny.
Would you mind listening to my idea?
I have an idea. I'll do it.
Now then,